Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Star Wars Wednesday. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with Star Wars, the Black Series, the Clone Wars, Commando Droid. Let's get into it! Let's begin with a look at the packaging, and up here on the top, just that pig hook, a couple of pieces of tape. On the front, Star Wars, the Black Series, nice window showcasing the figure and accessories. He's number 18, Commando Droid, Star Wars, the Clone Wars. Warning, don't stick things in your pie hole that do not belong there. 4 and up, assortment numbers in case you need that kind of thing. Hasbro print on the bottom, small print, fine print, legalese print, made in China print, symbols I'm not going to learn, and a barcode. On this side, nothing till you get to this stripe, which continues around from the front upwards at an angle and around to the back. Star Wars, the Black Series at the bottom. On this side, some nice artwork of Commando Droid. And then same artwork here on the back, only it's a closer up view. Star Wars, the Black Series, Commando Droid. Stealthy yet powerful elite commando droids are tougher and faster than their clanker cousins, with complex engineering and advanced processors. And there it is again in some other languages I don't read. He's number 18 in Star Wars, the Clone Wars subline. Attention, especially don't stick things in your French pie hole that do not belong there. Includes figure and 2 accessories. Warning, attention, Octoon, don't stick things in any other language pie hole that do not belong there. Don't give it to baby small fine, legalese made in China print, Disney print, and Hasbro print. That, my friends, completes our look at the packaging. Let's take a look at the figure and his accessories. And first up, we have handy dandy tweezers here to help us take a look at the accessories. And here we have your standard Battle Droid blaster. Nothing we haven't seen before. It does have nice molded details in it. Might be a new color plastic that they're using here. It's not black. It's not quite gray. So, interesting. And then next up we have his Vibro machete. It's a little too short to be a sword maybe. But, you know, nice flat for the blade, and then nice details in it, all molded in this kind of gray silvery plastic. It's got some handle details, it's got a post right here, and then it's got some wiring looking details here. And just an interesting piece. I always thought this was an interesting piece too, for a battle droid to have. So let's take a look at the figure. And as you can see, he does have some scratching and pitting and stuff throughout the figure, except for on the back. So I guess he just sees, you know, action in the front. But anyway, so that runs throughout the front side of the droid. Just kind of, I guess it's a wash maybe. Or maybe some tampo type stuff, but you can see it, these little silvery flecks all over the front side, even all the way down to the feet even. So he's got some nice painted details there for his eyes and for his vocoder, and I'm guessing this is paint up here on the shoulders, and there's like a ball inside the torso for the shoulders, as well as what looks to be, well, it's a post and hinge on the outside. And then we've got some nice molded details in here and in here as well, and nice paint apps on the arms and the hands, or at least the wrists, and that's on both sides. And then right here for the knees and then the ankles, but I'm guessing, well, no, it's a paint app. Yeah. So overall, this is really cool, and he's really skinny, and he stands pretty stable for, you know, battle droids don't stand this well. And so let's take a look at his articulation real quick. So I don't know exactly how to explain what's going on here, because this piece looks like a ball joint in there, but it's not. It doesn't seem to be. So he can look up that far, and then he can look down that far. Just with the head, he can look down that far. So it's on a ball joint. The head is on a ball joint at the top of the neck. It does spin around to do the full exorcist. It does lift up that high, and it does look down that low. He's got ton of chicken neck. He's got some waggle, and he can do the full exorcist at the bottom of the neck as well, I think. Maybe not. Well, that piece is turning around. Well, that, is it supposed to? I don't know. But it looks like, well, I guess that is a ball joint in there, because it is moving around. So that's pretty cool too. Yeah, there we go. So that's neat. So again, we've got a ball joint here in the shoulder, or in the torso part of the shoulder, and in conjunction with the hinge on the arm, you can pull it down that far and you can push it up that far. It's got butterfly back that far and forward that far. It can rotate 360 degrees, and it can go all the way out. Look, so it is a ball joint for real, my friends, for real. Not just one of them stupid half ball joints. So without popping the arm out of joint, he can raise it up at the shoulder about that far. And it does have a little bit of twist there due to the ball in the shoulder and the pin in the arm too, I think. Single hinge and swivel at the elbow. At least I think it swivels. Yeah, there it goes. So 360 degrees worth of swivel at the elbow, and it gives you, it looks slightly better than 90 degrees. Oh, let's try it this way. Yeah, it's slightly better than 90 degrees if you have the arm turned the correct way. 360 degree rotation at the wrist on an in and out hinge, and it goes out and it goes in. And the other side is the same. Way in, way out. So very nice. Now here where the chest and the upper abdomen meet, there's a cut for 360 degrees worth of rotation, but it's not on a ball or anything. Then at the bottom here, there's another 360 degree rotation. I guess you could say this is the waist, and maybe there's a little flex in there, but I don't know. Yeah. So he doesn't really lean forward, he doesn't really lean back, and side to side maybe, but I'm not sure it's 100% supposed to do that. So a little bit of limitation there. I was hoping he had the same kind of ball joints here at the hips, but I guess the crotch is too narrow for that. So you do have a little bit of swivel there, and with some outswing, his leg can go all the way around. It doesn't pull up or down any, and he can give you that much of the splits. So we know he can kick forward all the way around, so backwards all the way around as well. Single hinge and swivel at the knee, swivels around 360 degrees and gives you that much bend, which is significantly less than 90. At least in my opinion, it's significantly less. And then at the ankle, oops, I thought it swiveled around, it doesn't. So tilts down that far, tilts up that far, and he does have a pin for rocker. As far as his storage goes, his main armament, which is his blaster, he has to hold this in his hand. Like a good Commando battle droid does. And then when he's not using his vibro machete, he does have a port right there in his back that matches up with this post on it. And there you have it, my friends. I'll look at the figure and his accessories. It's time for my favorite part of a review, comparisons. And here we have Star Wars The Black Series, the Clone Wars Commando Droid, with Star Wars The Black Series BD-1 Battle Droid from the Battle Droid and Clone Trooper 2-pack, Star Wars The Black Series Attack of the Clones Super Battle Droid, and Star Wars The Black Series The Phantom Menace Droideka Destroyer Droid. For our last set of comparisons, here we have Star Wars The Black Series The Clone Wars Commando Droid, from the Marvel Legends series, making his cameo appearance, Stan the Man Lee from G.I. Joe Classified series, the Hasbro Pulse exclusive Regal variant Cobra Commander from Star Wars The Black Series, the Archive Edition 501st Legion Clone Trooper, and for a 7-inch scale comparison from the Masters of the Universe Masterverse line, the 40th Anniversary He-Man. For final thoughts on Star Wars The Black Series, the Clone Wars Commando Battle Droid, or Commando Droid, whichever you prefer, I have to say, this is one of the cooler droid characters or concepts that they had in the Clone Wars. I thought it was really cool, and the fact that these were, a little bulkier than regular battle droids in maybe like the arms and legs and the mid-torso. The heads were smaller, but they were smarter. They were more autonomous, and they had that cool vibro blade that you can see right here, or vibro machete, whatever you want to call it, that big sword looking vibro knife blade. I like the colors on this. The articulation is pretty good. The hips could be slightly better, but for the most part, it'll do a lot of the things that the Commando droids did in the Clone Wars. So I really like that. I think the posability of this guy is really high up there, and I think the Black Series team did a really good job on it. But again, like I said, there were some areas that the range of motion could be a little bit better, like the hips. That could have been a little bit better. Well, that does it for the review. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very, very much for supporting this channel through viewing. If you are interested in supporting my channel further, I am now offering memberships at various tiers. Click the join button on my YouTube page, or check this video's description for the link and see if any membership offers are right for you, but only if you are in a position to do so. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you would like to see more content or just help the channel grow, or both. That's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.